Hey guys, David Glenn back for davidglennrecording.com, theproaudiofiles.com, and I've got a new site called themixacademy.com. Today I want to continue on with helping you to promote and market your business and your services, whether you're a producer, you're an engineer, mixing engineer, whatever the case is. I think that this could be really helpful. It's done great stuff for me, and I'm going to try to help you guys out a little bit. So something that the diet world has really capitalized on with marketing is the before and the after image. And so you're watching TV, you're up late at night working, you got some infomercials that pop up, and you see the pictures of the before, someone that's overweight and unhealthy, and then after they've used the diet program or whatever, and they're all in shape and they've lost weight and all this good stuff. Well, that image does something to our mind to just immediately impact our decision-making process. And they've done an extremely effective job of marketing and promoting workout equipment and all that kind of stuff. Well, taking that same mindset, you don't want to be too scammy about it, and you definitely want to be fair to the people you're working with. If you're working with producers and you're mixing, you don't want to take their mix and make them look bad or make it worse than it is or anything. And actually, in this case, I'm helping one of these songs to be louder. But the before and after technique can be a great marketing strategy. Just don't be like the hair guys. You see those hair commercials where they're bald like me, and then the next thing you know, it's like a different guy and they've got a full head of hair. That's just scammy. Shame on them for doing that. But anyways, I'll shut up. Pretty much the gist of it is I've got two songs in here. I don't want to give you a quick rundown of how I'd prepared this for a before and after video, and then I'm going to show you an online tool that is free that has helped me as well. So first things first, I've got a snippet here of my mix. Okay, and then I found that same section in the song over here to my the producer's mix, and shout out to Ed Anderson, incredible producer, musician, local to me in Orlando, Florida, doing an incredible job. We just worked on this LaRue Howard record together, and we'll have more tutorials coming with this stuff here very soon. But check out that same spot in his rough mix just to prep and give me an idea of the balances. Cool, and back to mine. Very cool. So I found that section. I thought it was cool. I'm going to break it. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to break it. It'd be helpful if I was on that track. We're going to break it, delete that first part. And then just for time's sake, I'm going to do something like this. Come over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a before and after. Let's see, we'll just snip it there. Slide that out to the side. I'm going to put the before first. I'm going to fade in. Cool. And then I'm going to break it. We don't need very much. This is a quick thing. And we're going to put a fade. Come over here. Let this one fade in just at the tail of that. And there we go. So we got before. Cool. And you get the point. So then you can fade that out, go into another song. I recommend doing a few different songs, and that's why I pulled these guys in. Let's slide them over a little bit. And this is one I did. We'll just hit play. I reflect your light. Cool. And then this is his. Cool. And this is it before the limiter. Right. So that would be pretty scammy of me if I had his track that was so much lower in volume, and then I jump to mine, and it's pretty much a mastered. It is the mastered version. I want to be able to give people a proper A-B comparison, or at least close. I'm not going to sit here and master his file and go through and EQ it and give it imaging and harmonic. I'm not going to do all that, but I am going to bring it up to at least somewhat of a closer volume so that when people hear it, it's comparable and they don't feel like I'm trying to cheat them or anything like that. So that's a little tip for there. Now, once you get a few of these, feel free to do however many you want. Like I mentioned in this other video, if it's out yet, about marketing and creating a sample reel MP3 to include in like a message to bands and artists. What you can do is if you're targeting a hip hop artist or hip hop producers to work with, then get all your hip hop stuff together and put that in a sample reel, fade in and out of before and afters, and then send that to them. If you do it genre specific and do as much as you can, or if you want, do also, I suggest doing many of these, then also do a multi-genre one for like your website so people can click it, see a video, and we're going to flip over to my browser here. If you go to Animoto.com, they have paid accounts, but they have a free account that gets you what you need for what we're talking about here. Go to Animoto.com. The original is good enough. You can go through. There's some of the better of the themes you have to pay for. But if you go to create a video, let's just show you this process real quick. I've done this a few times. It's a great way to market your services on a tight budget. So pretty much the gist of it is you can actually import whatever song you want. And let's see if you do that by clicking on the song. So then I can go to upload songs and I can bounce what I just did, the in and outs, the before and afters, import that in, and then I can apply different stuff to it. So like here we can go, I can add my logo. I've got a video I have that's like a intro to David Glenn Recording. We can put that in here. You can take pictures, drag and drop them in here. You can add text. You can say introducing David Glenn Recording. Work on my typing. And now you have a slide, and after you drag and drop a few of those, pretty much what you're going to get is a, when you hit process, it's going to take your sound file and it's going to put the transitions in automatically for your text, your pictures, any videos that you have. All that stuff can be drag dropped, and it's going to create a cool little video. Let's go over to my website where I think I've got a couple. You know what? I don't think I have any on there anymore. Let's go to YouTube and go to David Glenn Recording. I don't know if it's going to pop up easy for us or not. Introducing David. This is an old one from, was like a year ago or so. Is it blast with the audio? Let me turn that down for you guys. So you can check that out. And that's when I was just getting going. Go easy on me, guys. But there's a studio I was working out of at the time. Yeah, so just fades in and out. It's quick and it's easy. Put your audio sample to it, and before you know it, you'll be able to push that, market it. This one, I only had a couple hundred views, but hey, a couple hundred views, these are clients. And, you know, what's 2% of that? You've got yourself a pretty decent clientele from a simple little video. And I've done a bunch of these that have been way more successful than that one. That was a horrible example. Maybe I should have been more prepared for this. But anyways, you guys get the point. You're smart. Check that out. Do it for yourself. It's not enough to just be talented and be good at what you do. You know, it's important to be good and to be able to offer people value for what they're paying you. But by all means, man, go out there, go hunting, go fishing for the people you want to work with, market and promote yourself to as many as possible so that you're bringing in a certain percentage of that. It's usually a low percentage, but if you take the time and you invest it every few months, then you're going to see a constant income stream from picking up new artists, new bands, and then you get to the point like after a couple years of doing it where you can actually then say, who are my good clients, who are my okay clients, and who are my bad clients, and you can start to pick a little bit more of the good clients and fire the bad clients so that you're not dealing with people you don't want to deal with, and you can be more selective in your business. So anyways, I hope that helps you guys. DavidGlennRecording.com, theproaudiofiles.com. The new site is the Mix Academy. All kinds of tips and tricks like this are going to be exclusive in the members area. Start to finish mix videos. I've talked about that a lot. DavidGlennRecording.com. We'll catch you guys in the next videos.